So generally speaking, ghosting is never really accidental, If you get ghosted or if you get flaked upon, it's normally intentional, I remember back in the day, like, I was thinking like, oh, maybe she hasn't seen my message, or maybe I should text her again, and then another time, and another time. It's like, you're just kind of deluding yourself. Yeah, if a girl, ignores you or ghosts you, then it's almost always deliberate. You have to sort of remember that, most girls are pretty much glued to their phones 24/7. And they do check their phones. They check their phones, they check their WhatsApp messages, they check their Instagram DMs, they check all of their social media stuff. They even check their, Instagram requests as well. The spam box on the inbox as well. So, yeah, don't sort of delude yourself too much with this stuff. Girls, they do check their messages, and if they haven't replied to you, it's normally for a reason. It's probably because they're not interested. There is the odd occasion where she might have just forgotten, or things got busy and she forgot to text you back, but it's mostly bollocks. I mean, I've had it before where, like, back in the day, where I did like double text and even triple text at times, and sometimes I would get a response back, but I would never, like, most likely not actually get the girl out again. Or if I did, there's like, they wouldn't really go anywhere, basically. So yeah, the girl has to be like fully invested if it's actually going to go somewhere. It's no good just like half-assed messages or forgetting to text you and all that kind of crap. Girls, yeah, if the girl's into you, she's not going to forget to text you. That's the way to look at it. The possible exception to this is in dating apps, because girls get like literally bombarded with messages. They can get so many matches so easily. So yeah, they're speaking to multiple people at the same time most of the time. So yeah, sometimes they can just don't see your messages, or they don't have their notifications on the app or something. So that can happen. But yeah, as we all know, I mean, dating apps are absolutely useless, especially in the West. So yeah, I mean, it's almost a bit of a moot point anyway, because it's hard to get anything from dating apps anyway. It's like I can sort of count on my one hand, the amount of genuinely attractive girls I've got out from a dating app in the West anyway. So yeah, it's not really that much point. But yeah, when a girl flakes on you, you just have to sort of accept it and just move on. It's the only way to deal with it. There's no sort of magic formula that's going to prevent it. It's just about kind of, can you improve your overall value to prevent flaking to happen in the first place? It's not like a solution once it's already happened that you can somehow make it not happen. It's happened, so you just have to move on, basically. It's all normal, it's all part of the process. Even when you get to a good level, you're still going to get flaked on a lot, so it's always unavoidable. Just how it is, it happens throughout the whole process. You get a number, she might not text you back, and then you never hear from her, absolutely nothing. Sometimes you text for a little bit and then she drops off. Maybe she replies once or twice or three times, then she drops off. So they change their mind, they drop off. Maybe stuff happens in their lives which you have no control over, and yeah, there's nothing you can do about it, really. But generally speaking, it's not accidental. She's made the decision that she doesn't really want to pursue things with you, and you have to understand, like, from the girl's perspective, they take their potential sort of dating prospect very, very seriously, unlike guys who, generally speaking, cast a slightly sort of wider net in general, and they sort of go for more options. They sort of play the field a lot more. They go for quantity a lot more, whereas girls are, generally speaking, a bit more picky. That's not to say guys are not picky also, because guys are extremely picky as well. And they always want to go for the hot girl who's way hotter than they are, generally speaking. But yeah, it's just how it is.
Cheers for watching. If you'd be interested in one-to-one coaching with me, where we'll go out in public and work on your approaching girls, or more generally with your social confidence, please visit my website ed-game.com.